Ready, horse. Okay, so today, this is by suggestion of Rue Sensei. And I remembered Tekki Shodan.
Oh yeah.
Like a while ago, I did this kind of drill, Tekki Shodan drill, and he was like, "Oh, yeah, that was really good." And I couldn't remember it at all, but then I racked my brains, and so that's what we're going to do. Okay, so nice relaxed from Zen touch. Okay, so slowly hand and foot at the same time into Zen touch and high shuke each, and then from here back leg back hand and knee. Okay, that's all, yeah? So right leg, right hand into Zenkusachi, each, high shuke, and then drive knee. So really try to get that kind of slow control of high shuke, and then kind of have that load of your leg to be able to time that back leg, hip rotation into the wash everything. Understand? Okay, slowly, by count. Okay, left leg, each, knee. Sa, hashi, go, ro, shich, hatch, ko, yo. Okay, understand? Okay, guys, give that a go. Come and miss. I'll have a look, see what you do. Go for it. Okay, guys, a couple of things. Firstly, like high shuke, yeah? So high shuke can come out two ways, like when you're doing it in Tekki or in kind of in like Nisho, stuff like that. Like whatever stance you're doing it in, it can two ways. First way is like your hand is going flat palm down and then you rotate at the end. So this palm down, rotation at the end. Or like no rotation at all and just direct. This direct, yeah. So like one is high shu uke. This kind of rotation at the end is generally high shu uke, but no rotation, generally speaking, is high shu uchi, yeah, strike. So like decide what you're doing. Either one is fine, yeah. That's one point. Second point is that when you're driving in, avoid, or when you're stepping in, avoid the temptation of at any point thinking about going back into position, yeah. Only forward. So you're dropping your weight. Your body is moving forward. At some point, you're going to probably reach the max, and you start rotating in to that point, so everything's going into Hamley, rather than kind of even slightly dropping and then pulling back into Hamley. Yeah, try to avoid that. And then third point is this kind of connection between your leg, your hip, your shoulder. Like there should be very little problem with your timing of your leg, your hip, your hand, everything at the same time. Yeah, if you kind of get this mistimed, then like something like Gakuzuki is going to be super difficult. Yeah, so make sure timing is really kind of correct. Understand? Okay, last minute, guys. Any questions? Give me a shout. Okay, guys, be careful, mate. I've just seen a few of you do this. Elizabeth, you were doing it. Linda, you were doing it. Maxine, you were doing it. But I think quite a few people were doing it. Don't stop on the preparation. like don't stop your hand preparation. So kind of a lot of you, it looks like you're doing this. So your hands are stopped and then you're moving your hand. So there's a moment where you're kind of preparing quickly, hand is stopping, you're stepping, and then at some point you engage your hand again. Try as much as possible that hand and foot, everything doesn't stop. So you, of course you're twitching, but your hand is kind of leading in. So allow that kind of like that body action to go forward rather than holding it and then saving that towards the end. Make that connection right through that movement. Understand? Okay, guys, let's move on. So from here, again, left leg, left hand, Haishuke. Okay, B. Then from here, just whip it on right side. And push Gakuzuki Shi. Okay, I'm back. Okay, so right leg, right hand, knee, chi. I'm back. Okay, one more time. Okay, knee, chi. Okay, knee, chi. Okay, good. So, guys, just practice that sequence. But first of all, like you're in Zenkasachi, made MP. This compression should be super easy, yeah? So you made this more MP, kind of almost there for Giran Bride. So it's about kind of rotating, but also then being able to drive that hip into Giran Bride, but still have that power to drive back afterwards Gakuzuki. So show you from a maybe better angle. Let me show you from this angle. So again, your left leg, left hand, you're kind of going in, and everything's going forward. Then everything's driven forward. From here, you don't want to just rotate into Giran Bride. You want to have that sense of driving in. So have that compression as you start to release your hip, but then you're going to drive that in Giran Bride. So your power's going in before, still have that ability to drive in Gakuzuki. Understand? Try, guys, give it a go. Then Sam, shoulder down when you do Gakuzuki, yeah? Your shoulder's coming up. Then Raul, keep your head still when you're blocking, yeah? Blocking, punching, head still. Okay, so yeah, it looks like some of you a little bit of difficulty with that transition between the MP and the Giran Bride, yeah? Like I was just watching Paul Darty kind of like a little bit, well, from here, kind of preparing and then blocking. Well, I mean, that's better than just kind of rotating round and getting that timing right, or taking timing wrong. But you should try as much as possible to kind of make this fluid. So it's quite a subtle motion, but you don't want to rotate in, nor do you want to just push and then leave everything kind of stranded that way. You want to have that compression feeling. Compression, so from that MP, a little bit more in the thigh muscle, pec squeeze to get that compression of your Giran Bride, and then driving in, so your body mass is still shifting that way. Understand?
Yes.
Okay, that's one thing. Second thing that I already think you want to try to do is get that rebound as well. Not stiffly stopping, but this 1-2 feeling. So you're hitting, relax, drive feeling. So from here, you're relaxing, then compressing before you're driving that Giran Bride. So try to get that rebound feeling. You're hitting, rebounding into the Giran Bride. Understand? Okay, one more minute, guys. Try. If you've got any questions, just ask. I'm just going to adjust this camera, hang on. Guys, make sure you both try both sides, yeah? Left leg forward and right leg forward.
disagree with my methods of practicing habits.
Guys, don't forget, keep your head up, yeah? There's quite a few people looking down, yeah? Ultimately, it's just Tekki Shodan, that's all you're doing. Obviously, different stances, therefore different angles, but ultimately you're just doing Tekki Shodan, yeah? Quite a few of you are, okay, yeah, mate, just watch. Quite a few of you are coming up between that MP and the Giran-barai, so you're kind of having this feeling of dropping in. When everything that we're doing now is kind of like driving in. Driving into Hami, driving into Shoman, driving into Hami, driving into Shoman. So it's like quite a subtle movement. And you don't want to kind of just replace that with kind of an uplift and then dropping into position. So a lot of you kind of, from this MP, you're 1, 2 feeling, I mean, exaggerating, but like you're kind of doing a little bit like that. So make sure from here, you're staying low, you're getting that compression, you're staying low and still being able to drive into that Giran-barai. Understand? Okay, let's carry on. Okay, so from here, let's go left side. So you're ni, san, shi. Okay, next one you're going to step for 90 degrees. Like just this, whipping your hand uchuke, san. Then relax, pull, and strike. Okay, that's it. Okay, one more time. So let's go right side, yeah? Okay, ni, san, shi. Okay, so we're kind of facing 45 degrees, we're going to step 90 degrees. So that right hand now, just bring it to your hip, one-handed. One-handed whip, uchuke. Okay, then hand cross, pull, strike. Okay, so it's that whip uchuke, then cross, nagashuke, pull, strike. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Understand? Okay, again from the beginning. Okay, the left leg first. Ni, san, shi. And go, rock, shi. Okay, that's it. Left side. Sorry, right side. So. Okay, ni, san, shi. And go, rock, shi. Okay. Okay, guys, just practice. Like, obviously, you don't have to go through the whole sequence. You can start from the Gakuzuki, but kind of what's important is you've made this Gakuzuki kind of, you're going to step 90 degrees. Then don't kind of do this really kind of orchestrated feeling. There's a time and place for that. But we think about kind of like Tekki Kata where you're kind of just stepping over, kind of have this whip. So you're going to have that subtle compression, but ultimately your hand is getting whipped in, yeah? Subtle compression, but ultimately that hand is kind of being whipped into the uchuke. Understand? Give it a go, guys. Try. Yagi, use your hip when you do that, yeah? Not just your upper body. Bro, Tekki Shodan. All you're doing is Tekki Shodan. Don't make it more complicated. Then Sam, keep your back straight. Then Susan, there's no step there. There's no step. Keep your feet still when you do the uchuke. Uchuke, nagashuke, yuraken, feet still. Tommy says in one hand on that uchuke. Whip. Okay, yeah. So, ignore Ross. Yeah, a couple of things, yeah. First of all, you know, when we do this in Tekki Shodan, like, you know, you think about when we're stepping over and we're blocking uchuke, then there's quite a limited amount from this uchuke. There's a limited amount of kind of hip rotation that you can have in the kata. Okay, so you kind of get used to that. Now we're in Zenkustachi, there's a whole host of, there's a much bigger action. Yeah, you can have this complete rotation for this movement, yeah? So use that, you've got it, so use it. But like I'm seeing quite a lot of people do either two things. Firstly, from here, they're forgetting that they can use the hip and it's just about their upper body, or they're using the hip but they're not used to kind of, you know, kind of keeping the body engaged with such big motion with this action, yeah? So, use your hip to the maximum, but keep that core engaged so your body goes with it. Not just your upper body, not just your lower body, your upper body's all over the place. Understand? That's one point. Second point is that, like, okay, we've made Ginambrai and we've done Gakuzuki. So I'm facing this way. I'm going to step with my back leg. So whatever hand you're blocking with Uchuke, so in this case right hand, so right leg is going to step. Just made Gakuzuki. So think about kind of bringing this in, but you're kind of curving round and going. Curving round and driving in. So project your power inwards. Just like in the kata, you know, we're kind of stepping across and then projecting out this way, yeah? So try and create that same feeling, same dynamic, but just in an easier, more movable stance. Understand? Okay, give it a go, guys. Any questions, just ask. Then beyond more whip that Uchuke, yeah? Don't need to use Hikite hand. Okay, so like Natalia, you were doing it as well. I just told Bjorn about it, but Natalia, you were doing it. Quite a few people doing it. This sense of kind of whipping your technique, yeah. So we're just gonna practice. Let's practice this for a couple of minutes, yeah. So from here, always to like it's quite good to use like the swing of your leg because it kind of produces that kind of momentum that you really then all you're doing is just tweaking your hip. So from here, just have this sense of your right leg kind of 45 degrees and up, and like feel that swing, and then you can do your left leg 45 degrees and then up, and feel like the weight of your leg is bringing your body around. Just get that relaxed feeling first. So you're not really kind of doing anything other than just the inertia of your body action. Okay. Once you got that kind of feeling, then try to kind of land in Zenko-stachi. So you're swing and Zenko-stachi. So it's kind of dragging your body around, yeah? Your leg momentum is dragging your body around, yeah? I am teaching here, and a couple of Muppets behind me. Sorry about the background. I'm going to get one of those fake backgrounds on Zoom where I can just have a nice dojo without Muppets in it. Okay, so once you got that, guys, then like this is going to drag you around to Shomen. Generally speaking, it'll drag you around to Shomen. So then all you have to do is tweak your hip. So it's like, you got to tweak your hip, right? So let it fly, and then you're going to tweak your hip to land in Hamni and let that Uchuke fly. So this relax and whip Uchuke. This relax and whip Uchuke. Understand? Yes. Give that a go, guys. Only one hand Uchuke. Don't be thinking itch knee fitting, yeah? Then Brian, try to land a little bit longer stance, yeah? Let the momentum of your leg drag you into a good Zenko-tsu. Then toe land in Hamni. Toe, make sure you're landing in complete Hamni. Okay, so guys, this is kind of like a little bit challenging because you know you go like side to side, so it's kind of designed to drag you round to Shoman, yeah. So you know if you're just swinging your leg and relaxing, it's going to naturally land in Shoman. So like that's what I'm trying to get you to fight against. So in between that part and that part, you've got to kind of rotate your hips in and make sure you're landing in Hamni and synchronize that with your Uchuke. So above all else, you know, that's what you, that end kind of shape is what you're aiming for, because you're having to fight against that momentum to bring you the other way, and that's what you're trying to work on, yeah? Hikite can help. I don't want you to kind of make Hikite, but like that, just that punctuation of your Hikite hand to open your chest to drive everything in, so it will help. So you're having that feeling of landing with a good Hikite, which means that you'll probably end up landing in a good Hamni as well. Understand? Okay, a couple more times with that each, and then try to apply that just to the Uchuke. If you can do it that way, then going from this Gakuzuki into the Uchuke is really easier, because you're not kind of, no one's dragging you in the opposite direction. It's easy to get that compression and then whipping into Hamni. So landing in Hamni should be a whole lot easier, but have that same feeling, yeah? Okay, try, give it a go, guys. Then Roger, make sure you use your Hikite hand on the Uchuke. Roger, Hikite! Then Abigail, more Hamni. Hamni, Abigail. Okay, good. Guys, are we okay? Any questions? No? Sounds like no. Okay, let's go from the beginning, then we'll carry on, yeah? Okay, so, nice rest. Left leg first. Okay, ni, san, shi. Go, rock, shich. Okay, to the side. Okay, ni, san, shi. Go, rock, shich. Okay, good. Okay, so, let's carry on. Again, left side first. Okay. Ni, san, shi. Go, rock, shich. Okay, next one. Just to, like, you're going to rotate in stance, yeah? Rotating stance, just inside and block. This kind of Shodan Barai. And then one more time. Round, shi. Then double Hikite. Then round, punch, down. Okay, other side. So just from this part, rotate, Hikite, Nihon Tsuki. Okay, one more time. Let's go right side. Okay, ni, san, shi, go, rock, shich. Okay, rotate, hach, pull, your hitch. Okay, I'll just show you from, so you've gone, let me see, let's say you made that Gakuzuki, and you've whipped your hand in, Uchuke, and then there's 1, 2. Then from here is next touch, don't bother moving your, like you're just going to rotate in your feet, you pivot in your feet, not to move, yeah? So from here, there's Hamni feeling. Hamni stance, and then rotate into Shoman. Then keep Shoman, and then rotate around into Shoman Nihonsuki. Okay, so from this point, there's Hamni, then Shoman, then squeeze right the way through Shoman. Understand? Okay? I don't know if there's a few blank faces there. Give it a go, guys. Let me see what you're doing, and then we'll talk about it more.
Sensei?
Yes?
What are you doing with your feet when you're rotating from side to side there? You're shimmying on the balls of your feet.
I wouldn't call it a shimmy, Claire, but if you want to call it a shimmy, yeah, that's fine. Just pivot on the ball of your feet. That's all you're doing.
Listen.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Good, Sensei.
Yes.
So it's showman, hammy, showman. Those three techniques.
Hammy, showman, showman. So from here you've just done that. 1, 2, 3. Then this is in Shodan. The first one, this first Shodan Barai, you're making hammy. And then from here you rotate round, showman. Then hikite, rotate round, showman. Okay? Yes. 1 more minute, guys. Sam, keep your back straight when you're doing that Nagashuke. Linda, keep your knee in the hammy, yeah? Your knee's too much sticking out into Zenkusachi. Oh, yeah, hang on.
Can you go 45, 45, and then 90 degrees when you push at the end?
Yeah, don't worry so much about your angles, just like wherever your stance dictates. Don't worry so much about kind of hitting a particular mark. Okay.
Sensei,
Yes.
when you're in the last Zenkutsu, your arm position, like, is it?
Yeah, no, both the same. You're in Shodan and you rotate round, arm Shodan, so both equal.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Just the same as that. If I change that to Kiba-dachi, then it'd be, that sort of feeling.
Well, thank you.
Sensei,
Yes.
is there a name for what we're doing? Is it a special application for?
This is called Scott Sensei no Tokubetsu no Tekki Shodan no Renshu desu. This is Scott's famous special Tekki Shodan practice. No, nothing. But if you want to call that, I'll be very, very happy. Okay. Guys, just 1 point. Okay, you've just made this part, yeah? Then, as much as possible, like we did this really in the Giran Barai, where we are rotating and driving into hammy. So this rotate and drive into hammy. So there's a kind of quite a subtle hip movement there. You're rotating and driving. Rotating, driving, feeling. Rotate and drive. This one is easy, eh? You just kind of close your hips, close your pecs. And then of course this one is just driving. But that first one is very similar to this Giran Barai. So try to kind of develop that subtlety where you're rotating but driving at the same time. If you can do it in stance where your feet aren't moving, then it's super simple. Like if you're kind of going this way and then you're coming in this way, it's super simple to rotate and drive in when you kind of allow your feet to be a little bit more dynamic. But try to really, really work on that in a still stance, in a set stance. Okay? 1 more minute, guys, and then we'll move on. Then Sylvia, make sure you're driving into Shodan from that Kakuzuki. So back leg completely engaged. Then it doesn't matter too much upper body starting your technique. Start from the ground up, not from your chest, from your shoulders. Yeah. Start. Do you hear me? Start from too much kind of starting like from the Gatsuki. Too much upper body start rather than kind of lower body start, yeah? Work from the ground up. understand? Ish? Any questions before we move on? No, nothing. Okay, good. Okay, guys, we're going to go from the beginning right the way through. Yeah. So let's just watch it. Watch us first. So, like in Tekki Shodan, like you go to your right first, so we'll go to our right first. Yeah. So right leg first. So from here, this slowly, and then ni san shi. Okay, go, rock, shitch, hatch, core, jaw. Okay, then from here, all we're doing is high shuke. And then exactly the same, we're just repeating ourselves, yeah? From high shuke, we're going 1, 2, 3. And then 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, yeah! And then down. Understand? So start with your right leg first, right side first, boom, 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 right the way through, until eventually you'll end up doing double punch that way, then your left hand, and then right the way you finish, and you'll finish up doing double punch this way. Okay, so let's do it all together. Understand? Okay, let's try, yeah? Okay. Okay, right leg, high shuke. Yeah. Ni san shi. Go. Rock shich. Hatch. Cool. Ja. Ni san shi. Go. Rock shich. Hatch. Cool. Ja. There you go. Got it? Understand? Okay. Guys, give it a go, practice by yourself. If you've got any questions, ask now. Then really got a little bit more focus on those subtle hip movements when you're driving into hammy, yeah? Justina, high shuke, everything forward. Your foot is stopping and then you're moving back into hammy. Only forward into hammy. You too, Andrew Moon. Andrew Moon, don't move back into hammy, only forward into hammy. I take it from that, you don't know what I mean. Andrew Moon, then don't go back into hammy, like your body mass moving back. Only forward into hammy. So that by the time you finish, everything has stopped moving forward. You're stopping and then you're still halfway through and then you're moving back into hammy. They're only forward into hammy, yeah? Then Andrew, AP, then allow your hips to rotate a little bit earlier when you're driving into hammy and zenko touch, yeah? Andrew, did you get that? Yeah, okay. Then Peter, those last punches, complete rotating, yeah? So they're both kind of parallel, and Nihon Ski this finish. Okay. So guys, like obviously, like we have Tekki Shodan, so why are we practicing this? Yeah, like there's got to be a better reason than just kind of like trying to mix Tekki Shodan up a little bit. Although, you know, it's not mixed up at all apart from stance and like 100%. But like what I really want you to think about is two things really. First thing is this kind of rebound. So like when we're in Zenkustachi, we get that much more kind of, we can close our stance a lot more into Shomin and then using that to rebound back, and we get that feeling in Zenkustachi, then maybe we can put it into Kiba-dachi as well. That's one thing. Second thing is that because you've got a bigger hip rotation in Zenkustachi, then that subtle kind of driving into Hamni, you can practice a little bit more because you've just got more literally more wiggle room to play with when you're doing that. So that twice that kind of occurs after this first MP, when you've hit that point and then you're blocking into Hamni again, and also of course that second one where you've hit that Uraken and you're going directly into that kind of Chudan Barai feeling. You understand? Yes. Okay, so a couple of times we're going to do this here, like a couple of times slowly, then one speed and power. I want you to think about these points, yeah? Let's do it by count. And if you get lost, you can watch Ross Sensei and Ru Sensei. Okay. Yes? So?
Which spot turn on the balls of your feet?
Say that again, sorry?
And which point were you turning on the balls of your feet?
I haven't really turned on my ball of my feet at all, really. So you can, like for example, this one here. This one you can turn on the ball of your foot, but it's going to be far less dynamic than if you sorry, you go on your heels. Oh, sorry, you said ball, yeah? Did you say ball? You said ball of foot. Yeah, I'm turning on the ball of my foot all the time. I thought you said heel. Yeah, so you can tell your heel in that point, but like, yeah, generally speaking, ball of foot every time. So this part, I'm just turning a ball of foot. This part, ball of foot. With the exception of maybe the Uchuke. The Uchuke, like, you're going to get that compression, and you kind of end up kind of moving on your heel. But the two rapid twists after the MP to the Ginambarai and after this Uraken to the Chudanbarai, ball of foot. Okay? Okay, slowly guys, all the way through. Okay, right leg first. Okay, ni, san, shi, go, ro, shi, ha, kyo, jo, ich, ni, san, shi, go. Ro, shi, hach, ko, jo, ich, di. Yummy. Okay, one more time. Half speed, half out. Don't forget Kiai though, guys. Kiai on those double punches. I didn't hear one person at home Kiai. Okay, you're ready, one more time. Ni, sa, shi, go, ro, shi, ha, ku, jo, in. Ni, sa, shi, go, ro, shi, hach, ku, jo, ich, ni. Hey, yeah, man. Okay. Guys, don't forget that, like if you think about Tekki Shodan, you know, after you finish that kind of ich, ni, and you're here, and you're going to do that kind of Nihonzuki, you don't want to release your hip before you turn it. You're this holding your form, you're looking over your shoulder, and then boom, everything together, right? So this is the same feeling. Like you've just gone kind of 1, 2. Keep, don't release your hip. Don't release your hip, and then it's total hip release as you rotate around into that double punch. Okay? Okay, guys, before we do a speed and power, any questions? No? Just, yes.
Is there like particular way to come back to Yoi?
No.
Because like I finish and then it's like, and now what?
So you're going to finish basically facing Shodan, yeah? So just, yeah, whatever. Not that way, rules. Okay, guys, let's try spin power. I'm watching. Okay, what says you cut? Yes. You want to maybe come this way a little bit? Usually we're okay.
Each. Kiba-dachi. Go, roll, teach. Touch, cook, do, hash. Ni. Tachi, ho, rook. See, touch. Cook, do, ichi.
Yeah. Perfect. We're all perfect. Okay, some people haven't struggled with that like double punch, yeah? Maybe you're not used to it. Like you're kind of punching, some of you are punching a little bit weird, yeah? Like to be able to kind of come round and double punch, like it's nothing magic, but like because you're not used to it, maybe punching a little bit strange. Okay guys, that feeling into Tekki Shodan. Okay, let's just do Tekki Shodan to finish, yeah? Okay, nice relaxed. Okay, yoi. Slowly, knee, san, shi, go. Rock, shich, hatko, yoich, knee, san, shi, go. Rock, shich, hatko, yoich, knee, san, shi, go. Shich, hatko, yo. Alright. Good. Okay, guys. I think probably everyone knows Tekki Shodan, I hope, yeah? So, Tekki Shodan, just a couple of minutes. Just try to kind of put that same feeling, with a few of the nice kind of like feelings that we've just been practicing, into your normal Tekki Shodan kata. Okay, go for it, guys. Then toe, we haven't started Tekki Shodan like that in like 15 years. Just saying. Okay, yeah, guys, couple of things. Okay, I was just watching Sylvia and a few others, but like Sylvia kind of so like kind of a little bit wild motion, yeah. Also, Sylvia a little bit kind of. Like from this point, like first of all your wrist was a little bit strange, but then from this point, you're kind of like dropping down and kind of almost kind of just make it go from this shape to this shape without any real idea or real kind of concern about the course. So be careful, guys. Like everything we've just been doing is about kind of how we're using our body in conjunction with the course of the technique, rather than kind of rapidly making shapes. And I think when people learn Tekki Shodan, you know, they're fourth kyu. And so you don't want to do Tekki Shodan as a fourth kyu now. Whatever grade you are, or presuming you're higher in fourth kyu, then you want to do Tekki Shodan like the grade that you're in. So kind of revisit things and kind of level up your kata a little bit more, yeah? But I think most, like Roger was doing it, but he's not the only one. Quite a few people, this Namiash was a little bit weird. Okay, everybody just make Kiba-dachi. Okay, so I want you to feel like you're using your hip to prime, you're rotating your hip to prime your hip, and then from this, you're going to kind of pull back at the same time, kind of fall in. And as you fall in, you're just going to allow your leg to come up. And you, of course, like that classic training of like your hands in front of your abdomen, and you're just kind of the bottom of your foot, to that kind of like your sole of your foot to the palm of your hand. Okay, just try that a couple of times, guys. But this priming of your hip is important. Hip back, hip in, hip back. Hip in, hip back, hip in, hip back. This feeling. Okay, try, guys, give it a go. Just need to keep your body still. I said keep your body still. Don't move it from side to side as you're doing Namiash.
Sensei.
Yeah.
Pray on the head.
Huh?
Is it necessary to pray on the head?
Well,
So that, like, personally, I go just direct into it. Like, I just pull. Like,
it depends on the hip flexibility.
yeah.
And the first one, like you're here, so just pulling in, but the second one's already primed,
Oh, nice.
so it's fine. But yeah, depend, just as a way to kind of get that feeling. Yeah. Then guys, if you're like, in ideal situations you have a partner, I know some of you have got a couple of people training with you, but if you do, you can, here we go. Just keep that shot here. So like, naturally, if Ross is going to do it with his right leg, like he's going to adjust this hip and this part, so like just super good way, not holding them, not pressing, but like just giving them a way to realise if they're moving towards you as they do this, yeah? So it just becomes a hip snap rather than a body shift, and the shift of body, like that kind of feeling, like the shifting. So a lot of people are shifting, yeah? So I was saying to Justina, kind of shifting out of the way to facilitate that. You want to have that sense that you're almost falling in, and within that point, you're bringing your leg in, or you're bringing your leg up, yeah? Leg up feeling. And all this is kind of Ashibai feeling. If you want to shift away, you're kind of pushing in to it, like you've got hold of someone, you're Ashibaying them. Have that feeling, yeah? That feeling where you're anchored on your body mass on. You want the body mass to go that way as you're pulling in this way. Sweeping the leg that way, body mass that way. If you pull the body mass this way and pull them that way, it's never going to be effective in any sense. You understand? Yep. Okay. Any questions, guys, before we finish with a Speed and Power Tekki Shodan? No? Everybody's okay? Okay. Okay. All the way through. Okay, you want to take a shot out. Okay. Okay, guys. Any questions? No? Everybody's good?
Scott Sensei?
Yes.
Yes, I have a question. I feel like in the Tekki series, the Kiba-dachi is really challenged. And I feel like my knees are wobbling. Is it just a strength problem or a technique problem? How do you fix, how you think you can fix this problem?
Show me your, do Kiba-dachi. Let me see your Kiba-dachi. Okay, so you want to have you want to have this like the more you kind of externalize, just pushing it out a little bit. The more you externalize your Kiba-dachi, like the more pressure that's going to be on your knee, right? And so although you're not that bad, like there's exaggeration, although you're not doing that, there seems to be a little bit of tension within here, yeah? You don't want any tension here, you want to be tension in the thigh muscles. So you want to squeeze your thigh muscles together, and like your knees will come in a little bit more, and you only want to feel like your weight is on your instep. weight on the instep, it goes to the inner side of your knee and to your inner thigh. So you want to have that, you want to, like, if you're in like the same length, normal as Kiba-dachi, and then you bend your knees, and then you want to have this sense of pulling in. So if you've ever been skiing, anybody who's ever done any skiing, and you first of all you learn the snow plow, where your feet are kind of pointing slightly in and the skis are coming in front of you, and your inner thigh muscle squeezes, and then you kind of turn that way, right? The exactly same. Or if you've ever been horse riding, and you're horse riding, you don't sit on the horse and just hope, you squeeze the horse with your inner thigh muscles, like so to make sure that you're not kind of going to fall off. Well, this is literally horse riding stance. So feet flat, normal, knees bend, squeeze your inner thigh muscles so everything comes in. That's not to say you relax. You push them forward, knees squeeze a little bit more, and then really your joints are in the natural position. The moment that you start to externalize it, in this kind of old 1970s kind of horrible Kiba-dachi, is the moment that you'll start getting pain in your knees and your ankles, yeah? So much more inner thigh muscle squeeze. Does that help?
Yes, thank you very much.
Okay, cool. Okay, guys. Okay, feet together. Leg, horse.